Compassionate, driven, and gregarious, Bishop Barbara Clementine Harris was known as a woman who meant what she said and acted in accordance with her beliefs to create change within her community, the church, and the world. Born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on June 12, 1930, little Barbara was musically talented, and in high school she wrote a weekly column called High School Notes by Bobby. After graduation from high school, Harris attended the Charles Morris Price School of Advertising and Journalism in Philadelphia, where she earned her certificate in 1950. She later attended the Urban Theology Unit in Sheffield, England, and also graduated from the Pennsylvania Foundation for Pastoral Counseling and Villanova University. Villanova University is known for telling students to go forth and ignite change. And ignite change she did. As a layperson, Barbara Harris was head of public relations at Sun Oil Company. She was also the senior warden at the Church of the Advocate in the city of Philadelphia. Harris was a civil rights activist and participated in many marches in the 1960s, including the historic march from Selma to Montgomery, Alabama, led by the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. And, although she put herself at risk, she knew that she had to help with voter registration in Greenville, Mississippi. Harris was an advocate for change on many levels. She was the first woman consecrated a bishop in the Anglican Communion. Barbara Harris was ordained to the priesthood on October 18, 1980, by the Right Reverend Lyman Ogleby in Boston, Massachusetts. Over 8,000 people attended the service. She served in the role of suffragan bishop for 13 years, retiring in 2003 at the age of 72. Throughout her lifetime, the bishop preached against racism and sexism. He was a champion for LGBTQIA+ rights and included the poor and disenfranchised as part of her mission within the Episcopal Church. You only have to type in Reverend Barbara Harris in YouTube's search bar to find so many messages lifting up the marginalized and calling to task those that are doing the excluding. One of her most powerful statements told us that we must go all in when welcoming those that look, think, and act differently than us. Everyone is welcome at the table. Harris died at the hospice in Lincoln, Massachusetts on March 13, 2020. She was 89. Bishop Diane shared this story about Barbara. Harris was extremely intelligent, had a quick wit, and was able to speak the truth when people were tiptoeing around an issue. She was a gifted preacher. She loved Chardonnay, cigarettes, and gambling. At one of the general conventions, she had me sit at the bar with her. We talked. People kept coming up to her. She was a magnet for people. People wanted to say hello, tell her they loved her, maybe get her to comment to them. Her comments were so witty and truth-filled. Twice in one evening, as we were talking, she turned to me and said, "Diane, guard my glass of Chardonnay. Don't let anyone take it. I'll be back in a few minutes. You know what I'm doing. I'll be back." She went out to smoke a cigarette, and I guarded those Chardonnay glasses. That's such a funny story about a cherished bishop who will not soon be forgotten. I wish I could have met her.